So the Super Bowl was yesterday, and I know that there's not a whole lot of overlap between football fans and my fans, but I have to admit I love football. I used to play in a flag football league, and I still enjoy watching the game whenever I can. So I was pretty pumped for the Super Bowl, and it was a really good one. It was the closest game in Super Bowl history, the first to go into overtime. And the halftime show was actually pretty good. Normally I just switch over to the Puppy Bowl, but this time it was good. In case you missed it, the halftime performer was Lady Gaga, and there are a lot of differing opinions on her performance. Most people seem to enjoy it, but some people thought that maybe she wasn't political enough. Other people thought that maybe she was too political because she played the protest song, This Land Is Your Land. Other people thought that she performed a satanic ritual designed to control the will of the American people and usher in the New World Order. All of these opinions are equally valid, of course. Alex Jones is the reason why anyone is talking about the whole satanic ritual thing, because what once was fringe is quickly becoming mainstream, considering that the President of the United States is a fan of Alex Jones, has complimented him, has given him an interview, and might even be getting policy ideas from him. So who knows, maybe the next executive order will be a travel ban against anyone wearing a meat dress or something. The meat dress, in fact, is one example that Jones cites in his video to prove Lady Gaga's satanic connections. Because as we all know, if you're a minion of Satan, there's a dress code, a meat dress code, mostly. Other examples Jones cites includes the fact that her halftime show was supposed to include her standing on top of the stadium because Jones recorded the video prior to the show, and it did. She did start out on top of the stadium. He also states that she was supposed to be surrounded by drones surveilling everyone in a giant swarm. That didn't happen. He also mentions that, of course, Lady Gaga was central to Pizzagate. You remember Pizzagate, right? That was where Alex Jones and his neo-Nazi fans decided that Washington Democrats were running a pedophile ring out of a pizza shop. And they even encouraged one crazy man to go into the pizza shop and fire a weapon in an attempt to rescue the child sex slaves that he then could not find. So apparently Lady Gaga was in that as well, somehow. Alex Jones isn't getting this idea out of nowhere, this idea that Lady Gaga is a satanic minion. Conspiracy theorists have been talking about this for at least the past decade, talking about how Gaga is a tool of the Illuminati. There are loads of photos you can find online of her covering one eye or circling an eye, which is obviously an Illuminati symbol. You can put a pentagram on her face and see that some of the points sort of line up with her eyes. And sometimes her hair looks like devil horns. You know, it's all pretty clear. These people also say the same of Madonna, Katy Perry, Beyonce, any other woman who has the temerity to be famous. The Vigilant Christian is a YouTuber who already has a video up pointing out all of the ways in which the halftime show was satanic. So I watched that in an attempt to better understand what they're talking about, and it truly is a lesson in confirmation bias. You can find the link on my Patreon below. Confirmation bias is when a person seeks out details that might confirm what they already believe is true. It's an unconscious thing that pretty much everyone does at some point. In this case, the Vigilant Christian has decided that a spiky set piece is a pentagram, that the OK symbol is actually a 666 symbol. The confirmation bias is so strong that even facts that debunk the conspiracy are incorporated into the conspiracy. So in this case, the Vigilant Christian decided that Lady Gaga's continuous references to the Christian God throughout her show was actually part of the conspiracy, in that she's pretending to be a Christian in order to trick the average viewer who's not as discerning as the Vigilant Christian. I guess that's just the definition of vigilance for you. So congratulations to Lady Gaga for a show with some extremely subtle anti-fascist shade, but Apparently, some pretty obvious pro-Satan messaging.